We are currently live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh, Quick introductions here, because maybe you're new to the podcast and you don't know who we are, but I thought this would be fun. So, my name's Austin, one of the hosts,
I'm Harold.
I'm Terry Sue.
I'm Garrett.
and yeah, our special guest today is
Mama Eisenman.
Mama Eisenman. So she's in the middle of the couch, and we're just gonna wing with it. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Sound good, everyone?
Awesome.
All right, cool. So we're already on episode 11. This is our 11th episode of the podcast. So we're here. We only have about 90 episodes to go till we get to 100. Do you remember what we said on the 100th podcast, what we're going to do? Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember?
No.
You guys don't remember? Jesus, you guys are
What are we
terrible.
gonna do on the?
We're going to smoke a blunt.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want you to. I want to
Okay.
come. I want to bring a blunt tomorrow and smoke it with you on your birthday.
My birthday?
Yeah.
A birthday blunt? Garrett, you want to come?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could smoke a
You
doobie.
just smoke a doobie out in
I
the
feel like your
fireplace.
mic needs to be closer to your face.
No, it doesn't, because I looked at the audio level and it's way too loud. So it works out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It all works out. I
It all
trust
works
you.
out. So usually we have this thing where we plan ahead of time, but for the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we haven't been doing that. And I don't know about you guys, but I like it, not having to prep ahead of time to figure out topics.
We've been
Yeah.
going cold.
Cold?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
Impromptu.
Impromptu.
Yeah,
There you go.
impromptu. But that's where the stars shine.
I just gotta bring something up really quick.
Uh-oh.
Terry Sue here is part of a book club, and they're reading a book called King.
King?
Yeah. Is it King, right?
It's King.
King, like as in like a king.
Yes.
Like giant schlong
Giant
King.
schlong king.
Yes.
What's this?
Tell them about King.
It's about a lady that accidentally finds herself in a murder, and the guy kidnaps her, and he's very wealthy, and he ends up taking her back to his house, and they end up getting married, and all kinds of fun things happen, but they have a lot of excitement in bed.
He's got a giant
He
schlong.
has a
So why are
giant
you guys
schlong.
reading this book?
Because that's what girls do. We like to read smut books.
You guys like to what?
Read smut books.
Smut?
Mhm.
Smut. You know,
Smut.
smut like porn books.
Yeah,
I see.
like 50 Shades of Grey.
Now, is this king like current in time or like present time or
Yeah,
just like
and he looks hot.
He's
And
how
got
do
a
you know what he looks like? It's a book.
because they have a picture of him on the front.
he's got a Kong dick.
The illustration. Is it
Yes.
a real photo? Or?
I mean,
Yes. Well, it's probably not of him, but
Oh.
it looks good.
go ahead, search this up real quick. What's the book called? King?
King.
King.
King book.
It's a trilogy.
Did you mean Tiger King?
The I Have a Dream King.
Holding
With
his.
the suit.
Yes. Yes.
Ah.
yes.
Mm.
So you just let the imagination run wild. Every girl's dream to be kidnapped by King.
Fuck.
Now, if you read that book, would you be gay?
You liked it.
If you liked it.
Well, no, because it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's
gay.
it's not two guys. It's a guy and a girl, and what he does to her.
No, but if a guy read the book,
And he's like, damn, that's fucking hot.
yeah.
Yeah, that's gay.
Well, maybe you guys should read it. Give you guys some ideas on how to treat a lady.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm good. Solid
I
pass.
think we treat women pretty well.
I agree. I agree.
Could always do more.
Absolutely, Garrett.
That
I
coming
disagree.
that coming from a guy who doesn't have a girlfriend.
Ooh.
But he's working on it.
Fuck, Garrett cooked
He's
that.
working on it.
Garrett
Hey,
cooked that.
you know, for any of you girls out there, you know, Garrett's single. Garrett Gold.
He is.
What a name. Garrett
is.
Gold. You could be Mrs. Gold.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're interested, you see what Garrett looks like. He's a handsome guy. You should send
He's on the
in.
market.
Yeah, he's on the market.
What's your price, Garrett?
What are you looking for in a girl, Garrett, or a guy, or whatever?
We don't judge.
We don't
listen.
judge here.
We listen, but we don't judge.
That's right.
The problem with me is that I don't really have a type,
Uh-huh.
I guess. And so, yeah, I guess they have to be like a really, really special person. And I'd have to get to know them, basically. But there's a lot of people that I like love and I could like see myself with, but then I find another person that to me is like a basically another copy of that person. Like it's like a type. Like there's and like I don't know. I think that when you find the right person, it's the person that you don't feel like they're a type. But yeah,
Do you go on Match or any of the online dating
all those
services?
suck.
Huh?
All those suck.
Yeah, but you could at least, find somebody that's like we can.
It's also really demotivating because I also get no matches.
No, oh shit. Oh, that's not
Garrett, turn your
good.
gain up on your mic real quick.
I know I told you.
Should be the or yeah, the top one.
Well, like that.
Yeah.
Is that
Turn it
okay?
all the way up. Fuck it. Turn it all the way up.
Like that.
I'll adjust it from here.
Is that
You
okay?
don't get
Yeah,
any
that's a lot
matches
better.
at all,
1,000 times better.
Garrett. You don't get any matches at all.
Nope.
Nothing close.
No.
That's a lot better, Garrett.
You gotta expand your horizons.
What do you mean by that?
Like your
Like
Oh,
black
no,
chicks.
Oh no, I completely like mess with the thing. Like I've gone, like no preferences, like literally nobody. It's
Hmm.
it's a scam.
It is a scam. So like these new age matching services, what they'll do is they'll recruit a bunch of hot women and they'll flood the app with hot women. And then but the women aren't the product, the men are. Because the men will see all these hot women, they'll be like, damn, why am I not matching? And then you get sucked into fucking paying.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
promoted that if you pay, they'll put your card up. Like
Right,
you'll
exactly.
actually get shown up on the app.
Right. But it's
And, like-
bullshit because the women don't have to pay at all.
I know
Yeah.
people that have met on dating apps. So.
Isn't that crazy?
hmm
That's
And it's
bullshit in my
like-
opinion.
I don't know. I feel like I would have a different opinion if I like actually felt that I didn't put my best out there.
Right.
And I
Well, at the end
actually
of the day, that's all you can do.
yeah,
You know?
because like yeah.
I agree.
What would you suggest to find out some
Find a chick.
chicks for Garrett?
You feel like the dating
I'm
world's
not.
changed?
Networking.
Do you think the dating world has changed since you were
Absolutely. But I don't think a bar is someplace to meet a girl.
I
I think friends
agree.
of friends, like networking.
Yeah, I'm not losing hope. I'm good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Never find a girl in a bar.
Yeah.
I have plenty of people that I love that I could be like, oh, I could totally marry that person.
Yeah.
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 Girls in bars, red flag.
Absolutely.
One night of fun, it's a different story, but forever.
Hey, shout out to Chase. It's his 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Let's all give
Che
him a
Man.
hand.
Yay,
Yay.
Che
We survived to
Man.
25. Let's do it.
Chase is in Okinawa, Japan.
Yeah, so his birthday is now, but Austin's birthday is
It's
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Austin. Tell us about your birthday party this past weekend.
All right, so little insight. I hate surprises. I hate them. They're terrible. You could already see that my mom's looking away right now. I'm disgusted. So my girlfriend Angelica, she was like, we had dinner planned for Sunday night. Like we always meet Sunday night for have dinner, and I thought it was just a casual like, yeah, we're going over to mom and dad's house and
Shepherd's pie.
shepherd's pie and we're eating dinner. Like this is gonna be cool. And then we get there and there's my whole family there. And I'm like, holy shit.
And Garrett.
And your
Garrett.
friends.
And Garrett.
Logan.
And Logan. And Brianna.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like I didn't even know how to
React.
react. Yeah. Yeah, so it was definitely
You were
a
non-reactive.
yeah, I was non-reactive. It was more of just like
And I got it on video.
Yeah,
yeah,
you do.
That was
Garrett got on a
awesome. We need
video.
to post that.
No.
We need to put that with some of the
Yeah.
It
shorts
was
that you
definitely
put up.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely blessed, but I still hate surprises, but it was a cool experience. So shout out to my mom.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah, they had it. They were fucking plotting for like weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you knew about it too?
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Crazy.
Sent all the texts out.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Holy shit. Anyway, you guys did a great job because I
Thank you.
did not know anything. It was funny because I was hanging out with Logan the night before at Boonies, and he didn't say shit to me, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah, why would he?
Yeah. Hello, surprise.
Great party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to shout out to Logan. Logan's building his own computer.
Yeah, that's dope.
Very awesome.
That's dope.
That
Really,
is
really cool.
dope. That is dope.
I want to say something about what's going on in today's world.
You need to speak louder.
I want to say something about what's going on in today's world with all these shootings going on. Did you guys
Shooting?
hear about the shootings?
I have not heard.
Me neither.
So
About-
last
yeah.
night in Boynton Beach, they had two neighbors, and the one neighbor shot the other neighbor. And then they had somebody down in Fort Lauderdale. They were at the Publix parking lot, and they were waiting to go into space, and somebody went ahead of them, and the guy got out and shot the guy.
Killed him?
I don't think he killed him, but yeah, he
Shot.
got out and shot him. And yeah, it's crazy what's going on. Like, you have to be nervous everywhere you go because you don't know how somebody's going to react.
That's crazy. That is just crazy.
I disagree about having to be nervous everywhere you go, but definitely
you're a man.
prepared.
Because you're a man.
Yeah, but
That's true.
I feel like it's good to have situational awareness, and that'll help you
Yeah.
like 75% of the time.
That's
Thank
true.
you, Garrett. As a law enforcement officer, I tell everybody all the time, you need to be aware of your surroundings and what's going on around you. You really, really do. Because as soon as you let your guard down, there's a predator out there that's waiting to take advantage of you.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's
Just
I don't think
road-
that's anything new.
Yeah, but just road
Yeah.
rage in general. Like,
Huh. Oh, yeah.
you don't know if someone's going to get out of their car with a gun.
Yep.
Yep.
But that's the price we pay for the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Can't contradict each other, so we have to accept the consequences.
It's just getting out of control.
Yeah.
Just getting out of control.
But in my opinion, it's been out of control for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But the government has already tried to put restrictions and laws to curb it, and anything that threatens the right to bear arms is a blatant, almost like a fuck you to the American people, so they won't do it. So
Well, I think, you have these countries that ban people arming themselves, and they still have gun violence and knife violence.
Mhm.
So I think, you know, that a solution to the problem is not banning guns. It's not. It's because people are gonna find a way to hurt themselves, hurt others
right,
without guns. They'll resort to knives or they'll resort to sticks, baseball bats, whatever. So it's
Right.
not a solution to ban firearms.
yeah. I think it has everything to do with culture. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of our problems as a society is based on culture. Every culture has different ethical backgrounds, and shit, some parents teach their kids that it's okay to get out of a car and fucking shoot someone. It's just culture and what it's ethical relativism. It's different, for every culture. So, Eric, do you have anything on that?
Yeah, I don't think parents just go around teaching their kids that.
I do.
Ooh,
Look at like your Muslim your Muslim population.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not talking about the United States though.
There's
In the
people in the
United
United
States.
States that are Muslim. Yeah.
Well, okay, not that, but I'm saying that that say that you should.
Well, it's just an example
What's an example?
that people or parents teach their children that it's okay to incite violence with violence.
Yeah, but I don't think you can say the Muslim because um, what's it? The Quran, their Bible. What's their
The
Bible?
Quran.
The Quran.
Quran.
Um, their Bible doesn't teach jihad. Their Bible says that you should be good to other people. So at the core, all the Bibles, whether it be a Christian Bible, a Jewish Torah, a Muslim Quran, none of them teach violence. It's the radicalization of the
Of the religion.
people.
I would say it's the radicalism of the religion itself.
I don't think it's the
Like
radicalization
an
of the
eye for
religion.
an eye for an
I
eye.
think it's a
Talking about like
radicalization
Sharia
of the
law,
people.
maybe.
Yeah, like an eye for an eye.
Yeah,
Like if
no.
you steal from me, I'm gonna steal something of yours. And it says it in the Quran, and they take that word as a symbolism for, okay, I could do what I want now, you know?
I think in today's day and time, I don't think you can rule out a certain type of person because it's
No, I know.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Because
I
of their
agree.
religion. I don't
Right.
think
Right.
There's
because
women doing this now.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think people radicalize their own ideology and their own theology, but it's not the Bible, it's not the Quran that radicalizes them. It's their interpretation of that,
sure.
and we look at it and we say, we stereotype people, and it's wrong to stereotype them um, just because they're Muslim, because the bare core Muslim person doesn't preach jihad
Right.
or kill
Right.
everybody. Um,
And
it it's peace.
yes, I was just gonna say, and I think that literally Trump is getting rid of some of the people that are, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and also I did see like a video on TikTok of like these little kids that were like children of ISIS
Oh, I saw that. Where
that
they're
were
throwing
like
stones at the
and they were like at the reporter.
At the
yeah.
reporter,
They were like
yes,
they're
I
like
saw
chill.
that.
They were like
Yeah,
like
slit your
they were
throat,
slit your
Yeah.
throat, like
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
they had to get in the Humvee because they were going to get stoned to
right,
death.
right. Well, that's why I was saying like your morals. Sure, you could get your morals from good parenting, but I feel like a lot of our morals are based on our religion, and as you can see, that some religions have uh, plasticity when it comes to violence. You know, so yeah, yeah. I don't. I think it's just gonna keep getting worse, but we'll adapt and overcome. You know,
You know, it,
sure, we will.
it's just you got to change our ideology. Um, even with politics, you got to change. We're so far, you're either Republican or Democrat, and you rip each other apart, and you don't try to find common ground. They could just keep ripping each other apart, and that's not
Right.
at the core. At the core of everything, it's that ripping people apart. We need to change our ways and not rip each other apart. We need to come together and find common ground
Right.
and be nice to each other.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the climate of our country, Mom, you brought up that one shooting where he overtook that man's parking spot and he ended up getting out and ended up shooting at him. I would say that if you took 100 Americans and you put them in a room and you were to ask if that was okay or if it was justified, that at least half of them would say it was okay,
Mm,
or maybe at least a quarter. Yeah, I firmly believe in that.
really.
Yeah,
I don't agree with you.
yeah. Because violence is becoming, it's not a,
What, for taking a parking space?
yeah. Well, The
Or
main point is that violence is no longer a rare thing that you see in today's world. It's a common thing, and that usually becomes a justification
yeah.
of purposes, if that makes sense.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that like want to see violence and like,
Yeah,
but I also think that it is something that you get arrested for and it's illegal and you go to jail and all that stuff
yeah,
and you get charged and
yeah. I just think it's prevalent. It's more prevalent nowadays, and people are okay with it being prevalent.
How do you lose
young
it so
people.
bad that you want to shoot somebody because they took your parking
Yeah,
spot? I mean, we've all gotten really, really pissed off
That's what
about, something that's happened to us. Um, but to go to the extent where you get a gun out of your car and you shoot the other guy,
right.
it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
You
probably
know?
unmedicated, this guy,
Yeah,
or on drugs, or
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah.
either on drugs he's not supposed to be on, or off drugs he's
Right.
supposed to be on.
Exactly.
Give me 1 second. You guys keep chatting. I'm dealing with an issue right now. Hold on. You guys keep chatting.
Uh-oh, what's the issue?
Keep chatting.
Keep chatting.
There you go. All right, we're good. Sorry. Yeah, crazy shit, huh?
Crazy world.
Crazy world we live in.
It is. But you know what? They've been saying it for years. Like
Yeah.
but when I was young growing up, we lived in the same house for my parents lived there for almost 50 years. When we were growing up, we never had to lock our doors. We would leave the house and the doors would be unlocked. Like we never had to worry about anything like that.
Mm.
So, I guess they say like history keeps repeating itself, but in today's day and time, you can't leave your house without locking it.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Danny, you
know?
could submit questions for the panel.
You can leave your house without locking it,
Submit questions all
but
you
you know
like.
you won't know for sure. I like feel like my neighbor, like I like trust my neighbors. Like if they see someone who's not me going in my house, like I feel like they'd like say something.
But if you
Yeah.
leave your house, and you don't lock it, do you feel like, oh shoot, I didn't lock my door?
Yeah, but I don't unless I'm like leaving for more than a couple hours. I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're running up to the store or whatever, that's fine. But if you're like, we would leave like in the morning to go to school, and my mom and dad both work, and we wouldn't get home until like, 3, 4 o'clock, and
Yeah,
the house would be unlocked the whole time, and nobody ever.
Hold on, Danny. Well, I'll ask it in a second.
yeah, I think that that's okay, but I also think that you shouldn't
I
like it shouldn't be like a routine thing because like I feel like someone could eventually figure that out and
well, it all
stay there
it
and
all
go out
has to
there or
do with
something.
privilege. Like I will leave this house unlocked
Well,
for a long amount of time.
yeah,
But that's because I've been privileged to grow up in neighborhoods that aren't sketchy or it's
right.
not
It's like a
dangerous.
probability thing too.
Yeah, it's a probability thing. So like for me, I don't lock my doors because I don't think anyone's gonna come in, but I never know. Um, but yeah, it all has to do with privilege. So
Yeah, I feel like I could leave my doors unlocked and no one would ever walk in.
yeah, yeah. So
I wouldn't take a chance.
all right, real quick, Brad McQuaid, completely unrelated but sort of related. What animal would make the best driver? We'll start at the end of the line and we'll make it all the way towards me. Okay? Does anyone need me to repeat the question? Which animal would make the best driver? Garrett, go ahead, start us off.
Oh, I'll just say like maybe a panda bear or any other sort of bear, cause 'cause that's what Brad identifies as a bear.
The bear.
So, but
Very good.
yeah, any type of
Any type of
bear,
bear. Okay, mother?
I would say an ape.
polar bear.
An ape?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
because they're very similar to humans,
Okay.
and they are very smart.
Okay. And then father?
I like Garrett's answer.
A bear?
Yeah, but I think I would also go with a rhino.
I know.
Okay. A
He
rhino?
could be the car.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
rhino.
If they were to make a car that an elephant could fit in, I think an elephant would be the best
I'd
driver.
like to see a giraffe drive a car.
Right.
Yeah.
and his head through the
Well,
moon.
elephants are just as smart or even more smarter than human
Or
beings
snake.
are. So I think that they could easily figure out a way to drive. Apes, on the other hand,
They're very smart.
they're very similar to us as far as our genome is
Yes.
concerned, but as far as their smartness, I don't know if they could drive a car.
You don't know that.
Have you ever seen Jumanji?
Have you ever seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, you know what? If you ever notice Planet of the Apes, you never see one of those apes driving a
I know,
car.
because they're not allowed to, because they can't.
No, but then when they are like the higher species, when they're higher than humans, you still don't see them
Yeah,
driving a car. They ride horses.
yeah, that's true. Good point.
Why aren't they driving cars? Why aren't they doing high tech shit?
And why are there gorillas on horses?
Yeah,
It's not physically possible. The horses would collapse.
that's true.
That's very true.
My mind's like blown right now.
So like Planet of the Apes is totally freaking
Yeah, if you watch any of
wrong.
the Planet
It's
of the Apes movie
fictitious.
where they're on horses,
I'm
Right.
never
those
watching
horses
that
would
shit
not be
again.
able.
Yeah.
There's like more than like 2 or 3 chimpanzees on a horse. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah,
same thing with like these fucking literal gorillas
facts.
that are on like
Yeah, they're not driving cars. They're not driving tanks.
they should.
They don't have no like, advanced weaponry. They're supposed to be the Planet of the Apes. They're supposed to be the higher tech than the
Well, rhinos, they don't have
people.
opposable thumbs. I don't know how they'd steer. Apes, they could steer, but I'd find it to be very
True
dangerous.
that. True that.
And then bears,
Or a snake.
a snake, yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe a snake.
No, a snake doesn't have hands.
No, but they
Or a
have their
turtle.
slinky
This
body.
reminds me of Over the Hedge in the like
Yeah.
the final
Yeah,
Yeah.
act of that movie.
he drove the pest control guy's car, right? Yeah.
What does Brian think?
Brad says
Oh.
that
Brian.
she's going with a tiger.
Tiger.
Brad's going with the tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, very interesting, Brad. Anywhom, wow.
Wow.
She really took us on a tangent there for a minute, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, talking about fucking
Is
it.
Brad a female?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
my friend.
Oh, okay.
She calls herself Brad. Who knows why?
We'll find out.
We'll
one
never
day.
know. I know,
Maybe
but we'll
one
never
day.
know.
Oh, so you know?
I know, but we'll never know.
Are you gonna let us?
Who cares?
You gonna tell us?
I'm
a
just
secret?
kidding. It's funnier if
Does she like Bradley
She's-
Cooper?
Is she secretly a man?
I think it's funnier if people just refer to her as Brad and like no one knows why. I think that's
That's
so
true.
much funnier.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, she's
Brad.
crying right now.
She's crying,
Is she
Don't
secretly,
cry, Brad.
crying, laughing, or just crying.
Brad, don't cry.
Is she secretly a man?
Is Brad a man?
I mean,
I
you
don't-
know, she did choose this name, so
I don't
what did
think-
she think people would
I don't-
think?
I don't think so.
I'm
Have you
sorry.
met Brad?
No,
She knows I love her.
no,
Oh, that's sweet.
no. Never met Brad. Have you met Brad?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
You know
Moving
what?
along.
Watch it be a voice changer this entire time.
That's kind of interesting, though. You know,
Yeah, it's not possible.
can you fall in love with somebody named Brad who's identifies as a female?
Brad
It's
said
not a
it's an
female?
IGN. Let me live.
She's a.
Oh, it's
she's
from
a- she's a
21
woman.
Jump Street.
Huh?
She's a woman.
Oh,
It's
okay.
from 21 Jump Street. Brad.
Right.
Yeah,
Who's Brad in
Brad
21?
McQuaid.
What's an IGN?
I
Doug and Brad McQuaid.
IGN. I guess not. It's an I guess not. Let me live. I don't know what IGN stands for.
Let her live.
Let her live.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, Brad.
Brad, can you be
Just believe me.
can you
no.
be a comment on our show? Because I think Brad said Brad.
Brad could be a
Brad don't have time for that.
a moderator.
Brad could just be a constant on the show.
Yeah, a moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it to Brad.
Or to Brad.
give us
Jonah
some
Hill's
topics.
undercover
Or
name.
Brad,
Endgame.
give us a topic.
Oh, endgame name. That's what. Okay.
End game name.
Gamer tag.
Gamer
End
tag.
game name.
Oh, do you guys want to hear something fucking crazy? So my Fortnite account got hacked, right?
Oh no.
Yeah. And there's like hundreds of dollars on there. That's besides the point.
In V-Bucks.
And V-Bucks.
In
Yeah.
skins
And
and
skins
stuff.
and shit. Um, uh, and somebody hacked my account. Like some Russian dude hacked my account, and I was really upset about it. And he changed like my username.
Dude.
He changed my email address that was associated to my account. So like I could still get into it, but everything's changed. Like I can't do anything to change it because they won't give me back my account. And last night, or
Did you let Fortnite know?
yeah, they
They're
won't
just
give it back to
incompetent.
me.
What will they do?
Nothing.
They won't do nothing?
No. So I told them it's either you guys resolve this or I'm pursuing legal action.
Well, they said you could submit another
Yeah,
appeal
they said I could submit
and
another
let them
recovery
deny that one
request.
too.
Yeah. So, um, Brad said she's got to go do homework. Yo, are you gonna hop
Yeah,
on
it's
with
all
us
good.
later?
She don't got time.
But anyway, so I found out yesterday in the settings that you could add like parental controls to the account with a pen. So I put a pen on everything. Like where if he wanted to go play a game or something,
He has to have the pen.
he has to have the pen, and he don't fucking know it. 'Cause
Good.
he can't change it either, because once you set the pen, it's only the person that
That's
sets the pen that
amazing.
knows it. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that motherfucker stole my account, and I stole his ability to play games. So checkmate, I win. That cool?
Yeah, he hasn't been able to get on
Nope.
since. It's
So
great.
can
And
you
I removed all the friends that he added, and he can't add friends either because you have to have a pen for it.
That's awesome.
that's sick.
Got him.
But you can't get on it yourself.
I can,
Oh, you can't.
because I know the pen.
What a dummy.
Can you change your username back to what it was and stuff?
Not until,
Like a certain window.
yeah, like next month or something. It's fine. I'll wait.
There was a time where someone tried to get into all of my accounts, and I was able to stop them. But yeah, I had to change all my passwords and stuff, and they tried to get into my Epic Games account.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even get like a notification, which is kind of bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah, no, they changed my password, but like they don't do stuff that actually like they don't take the time to really like some of them really suck at their job,
Yeah.
what they're
They
doing.
just, oh,
Like
let me go play Fortnite
they
real
didn't
quick.
change my email. I was able to, just show them that that's my email and I want to change the password back
Yeah.
and I want to sign everyone else out. Like I basically did that on all my other accounts.
I need to do that. I probably need
I feel like I could be a really good scammer, but I don't have that in me. I'd feel too bad.
to. Same. All right, let's go on to the next topic. Mom, go ahead and bring us into the next topic. Remember the thing that we talked about?
Grocery prices, go.
Remember what we talked about before?
No. Can you refresh me, please?
The people are waiting.
What was it? What we talked
Kidding.
about?
We don't have a topic. What's
I
up,
was
Garrett?
gonna say.
Oh, you were gonna say something. What is it?
I wasn't gonna say anything. Oh, so Garrett said about grocery prices.
Oh no, I mean
You really
What
want to talk
about
about
the,
grocery prices?
But everybody knows about
No, I was
grocery
going to talk.
prices.
Did
That shit
Garrett?
sucks.
Did you have a chance to look at that New York Times piece about what Donald Trump's doing?
no.
Did you show it to him? You remember?
Oh, the New York Times TikTok video? No,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
show it to him yet.
Very interesting.
It was good, right?
Very interesting.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
There's a New York Times video, opinion video, that says that Donald Trump throws like 3 pieces of executive orders a day out there. He knows that none of them
It's not gonna get passed.
are going to get passed, the legal justifications or whatever, but he throws them out there in order to put something that he knows.
Create buzz. Create buzz.
Yeah, create buzz, because he knows that if he throws enough stuff out there, the media can't pick up on all of them.
it.
It's going to pick up on one of them, and the other two are
Right.
gonna
Go
get to go
unscathed.
further.
It was very interesting. It was
Yeah.
very
Yeah, that's really
interesting.
cool. I think that's a good thing
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we don't need
it's
to know
pretty.
all of it.
It's pretty.
in his position now.
Right.
Smart as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart. That's really
Sherman.
It's very, very smart.
It's kind of what they do with like the tax documents or whatever. Like they have like
Yeah.
Hundreds, thousands of pages of fucking
It really is.
the U.S. tax code or
Mhm.
whatever is like extremely long when it doesn't need to be.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
But he knows, you know, and he's really got the Democrats whirling because they got nothing to, all the shit that they throw at him is nothing. It's how do you? He's actually out there, you know, cutting the budget, cutting things, getting rid of people, you know, government fat. He's trimming government fat, and the Democrats got nothing to say, nothing, because that's what they want to do, but they've never.
They're running around with their heads chopped off.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck do we
No,
do?
they're saying, we won't rest.
Yeah.
We won't rest.
Yeah.
So here's a question: if they get rid of the Department of Education, what happens to the loans?
It goes to the state. The states administer it.
You sure about that?
They might.
I don't know. That's
I mean, where else would it go?
yeah.
I mean, are they just going to dissolve?
Education, but to
Get rid
spotlight
of
the corruption. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's corruption everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
There shouldn't be.
In government, there's corruption.
There still is.
Absolutely.
It'll always
There
be
always
there.
will be.
Yeah.
But if you can trim some of that away,
He's saying it's rampant.
it
Yeah.
is rampant. I agree with that. Get rid of all the
Which
fat.
we all know. You know, it's
I think it was like $4.7 trillion was discovered and like payments to something. I don't remember what it was, but they found it in the treasury and they're like, where the fuck's this money going towards?
Yes, I heard that too.
And
I was
how have
like-
we not heard about it? It's crazy.
4.7 trillion.
Yeah.
Trillion. You know what? And it's funny though, because we used to talk about, I don't know if you guys remember, but a long time ago, you probably remember, babe, they used to pay like $50,000 for a hammer. And they said, holy shit, how does the federal government pay $50,000 for a hammer? But they also said, I just saw this thing on the news that the government paid $23,000 for a toilet.
Yeah.
A toilet. Did you see that?
Yeah, they
it's
up.
obviously money laundering.
So
But that's
yeah,
not.
it is.
But that's legit. It's legit because that $23,000 that they paid for a toilet is a toilet on the B-1 bomber that has to, recycle waste. It does missions that are 45 hours long, and they have like a whole bedroom and everything in there, but they need to have like a kitchen and a toilet so they can feed them, the pilot and the crew. So the toilet is
just
20.
one singular toilet.
Yeah, in one B-1 bomber is $23,000
Dang.
because it has a special way of recycling waste when
That's
you have to
crazy.
go to the bathroom.
Well, I'll tell you
That's
this.
a lot of
I'll
money.
tell you this. When
Yeah.
I was getting out of the military, right? A pair of like glasses, for instance, like just a regular fucking pair of sunglasses. Like we go to the store, they're probably like $100 maybe. But they'd mark it up in the warehouse as like $500 to $600. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like I have to pay $600 for missing sunglasses that cost only $100 in the store. But that's an example of like
Yeah,
they
that
fucking
the
up.
fluff.
Like for a t-shirt, like
Yeah.
a flame retardant t-shirt, $250 when it really costs like $10.
You know what I gotta say is the biggest travesty I ever heard in my life is they have people in the service that pay BAS for
Oh, I
substance,
saw that.
and they pay a big part of their check is paying
Like
for
$400.
to eat on a base. They have like 100 garrisons across the United States and all across the world. But they just looked at 17 of those garrisons, and they pay $17 million for the troops to eat, and the troops are paying $155 million.
Wow.
So they take $155 million out of a guy's check, each of the guys' check, and they're only spending $17 million for the food that they eat. That's the biggest
Where does that money
travesty
go?
back into the base's
back to the
budget.
funds. Yep.
Yeah,
And the food tastes like shit too.
exactly.
Crazy.
They should be eating gourmet meals.
Yeah, we should be eating like kings.
But they eat like shit.
Yep.
Because you know this guy that took over the Department of Defense should be bringing that to the forefront, saying, you know what, my troops aren't paying for food anymore
Right.
because this is bullshit. How do you make a soldier, an E1 to E6 or E7, pay a good portion of their check,
Almost a quarter, a little bit more than a
a
quarter of their
quarter
check.
of their check, and then they eat like dog shit? It's disgusting. If you ever seen like one of these movies where you see what they eat, it's a travesty.
Yeah.
It's a
It's like
travesty.
it's like frozen. So it comes in frozen from like one of the. You guys ever heard of like Sodexo or anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
like
work for
Is it
them.
like Cisco?
yeah, it's like cheap like processed food. And it comes in frozen, and then they literally bring it into our kitchens. We have vats in our kitchens. They dump it in the vat. So like
I
we'll
wonder if it's
eat
the same stuff for the college campuses, because
pro
that's what
I
they.
bet you it
probably
is. I bet you it
probably,
is.
and
That's what you're saying is shit.
yeah. Well, it's probably shit. Like they'll
It
use
has to be shitty.
expired.
It
Yeah.
has to be shittier there, because like at my campus, it wasn't that bad.
We used to have like fries, so we used to have like a burger station or whatever, and the fries used to have like mold on them and
Yeah,
shit,
no, that never
because
happened in
it
my camp.
it was old fries. Like they'd sit in the back and then they
Dude, I used to see them bring in like a milk canister with
oh
eggs,
yeah,
and they pour it in,
Mm.
and then they put it in these big pans, and they serve it to them, and it was just like the most disgusting thing.
Well, it's like
Now,
dehydrated eggs or
Yeah.
something.
yes,
yeah. I
yes,
was gonna say the
Which
eggs aren't even
is
real.
not, again, like that's like it really just depends. It is still fraud in the way that they're being overcharged. Like who knows how much profit they really need to make there. But but yeah, I still think I don't know. It really just depends. You're right that there needs to be better food, but it's
I gotta tell you, Garrett,
some of that stuff's pretty okay.
in my time in the service, I ate at some of the best galley. They call them galleys, but I ate at some of the best food I ever ate in my life at some of the galleys. But some of the other galleys was the worst food. How it goes from one extreme to another extreme is
Well,
beyond me.
maybe it was your age. You thought it was good
Well,
food, and it probably
in
wasn't.
Japan
Yeah.
they have the galley. It's called the galley of North or some shit. Galley of the East. It's like some like like flag. It's the flagship galley. I'll say that. It's the flagship galley. Shit. Fucking shit ass food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's shit. It's all shit food. And think about it. This is the craziest part is we work our asses off, especially in the Marine Corps. We work our asses off probably like 12 to 16 hours of the day, right? The chow hall is only open for 4 to 5 hours of the day.
Wow,
So if it's 11 o'clock at night,
you're screwed.
you're fucked. Go to Walmart and get food. They have the dinner chow hall is from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 5:30. That's it.
And see, that's
And some
ridiculous.
people aren't even cut until
Right.
5:15, and then you're fucked and you can't even eat at the galley.
And you're paying for it.
And you're
And
paying
you're
for it.
paying for it.
And then
Exactly.
breakfast, you have PT until like 7:30. Oh, breakfast ends at 8. But I
Wow.
have to go and shower and I have to go
Can
change,
you
so I
take
can't
food
eat.
out of there?
Huh?
Can you take food out of
No.
the galley?
No.
See, that's the difference.
Now,
in
like
my
on
college.
ships and stuff, on a lot of ships, the galley goes 24/7,
Right.
and you can get a meal anytime
Anytime. Yeah.
you want. In some places, it's so terribly mismanaged,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Like he said, you can't get a meal,
Yeah.
you know.
I used to bring in like those hefty containers to put my food in, and it was working for like a week or two. Because I couldn't eat. Like I'd have to go in, put the food in, and then leave because they were about to close.
Oh, so you could take food out, like you're.
No, they came up to me and they're like, "Hey,
Oh, really?
you can't have these containers in here to take food out. You can either get to go food, which is okay, like if I want to eat here, so like this is what I do. I'd go to the chow hall. It's like 5:30. It closes in like 15 minutes. I'd go to the chow hall. I'd get one plate of food, eat it, go get another plate and put it in the Ziploc or the hefty container. That way,
Like that, and they told me no, you can't take a meal like that, and they told me no, you can't take a meal out or you can't take food out, I would go ballistic. I would just go ballistic.
Yeah.
Because I would say, let's do an audit of this galley and find out where the food's going. And if the food was terrible, I'd fire the lead chef and get somebody in
Yep.
there that can freaking cook.
Yeah.
The best food you can get is on a submarine because they give you fresh food. They because you're underwater, they give you the best meals that you can get.
And the chefs that they hire aren't even chefs.
Chase was on a ship and they were diverted from one place to another and they ended up being out there longer than they expected. And their ship ran out of food.
Yeah.
They had no food on the ship. I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mismanagement.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they had to eat MREs the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was like, for you guys that don't know what an MRE is, it's a meal ready to eat. Now, I got to tell you, for somebody like me that's never seen an MRE or they're the coolest thing. I like to but you can get their disgusting food. It's all like.
Well, actually, the chili max really good.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Then the chili max good, and then the tuna one, they have like a tuna tortellini or some shit.
Nope.
It has a Pop-Tart in it. It's like one chocolate chip Pop-Tart pastry and an MRE pouch, and that shit is fire. Like it's
Nope.
good. And then they give you coffee, and the coffee is not actually coffee, it's a laxative. So you could shit out the MRE. Yeah. And the pieces of gum that they give you in there,
The
those are
chemicals in it.
the lax.
Actual coffee.
Yeah, it's like
Does it
ground.
taste like coffee?
No,
There's a way
it does a
to
little bit.
heat it. It's all like processed food that's processed. So like
It
if you're in
lasts.
space or something.
It's like they're preserved. It
Yeah.
has so much preservatives in it. One MRE pouch has 3,000 calories in it. Just one.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But
But
it's really not a lot because if you figure what those guys are doing, like marching and all that shit,
right.
you
Yeah.
need 3,000
Yeah.
calories.
So we'd get like 2 MREs a day. We'd get one for breakfast and one for dinner. And that was all the MREs that we got. You learn to love them.
Yeah, but now guys would take those MREs and they would hoard them and they would like take different pieces
Yeah.
of food out of them and stuff like that.
The coolest MREs were when we were in the Hokkaido. We're doing the cold weather training. They gave us cold weather MREs, which you could actually like heat up. So like
Yes.
there'd be like ramen in there, and like I'll say like the cold weather MREs are actually really cool. It's like the shit that you find at like Walmart with the blue label on top. It's dehydrated, but it's expensive. Like in the fucking store, it's like $10 for one of them. It's good. Like that shit was fire. But the regular ones, those are gross. Terrible. We should get some MREs and eat them.
Yeah. Because it's
We
really.
have them at home.
Oh, do you
No,
have
I
that?
don't think we have them anymore. I think we got rid of
I have
them.
one of them.
But like you put them in a package and there's like add water to it and there's a chemical reaction
heats
that
it up.
makes it
Yeah.
heat up and it's some of it's really good, some of it's the most disgusting
It has to be horrible.
things you ever could
We
eat.
used to sell those. We used to keep them all because when it's hot as fuck, you don't need them. But when it was January, February, the desert would get down to like 15, 20 degrees. So we'd sell them as like you put them in your clothes and you put water in it and it heats up your body. They're like little warmers.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can
You're
imagine.
like, hey man, if you give me a Monster Energy, I'll give you fucking 3 of them. That was the deal.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like prison. Yeah.
They got for Austin's birthday, Terry made an ice cream sandwich
Yeah, that
cake,
shit was fire.
which is fire. Yeah, it's the
It's good.
freaking best thing ever. But they got those ice cream sandwiches or
Yeah.
dried, and you can open them up and eat them. I wanted to try one. I just never had a chance to
Me
try it.
neither. I'm sure they're good. I'm sure they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are coming up on an hour now. Oh, we have another viewer. We have 2.
Who's the other viewer?
I don't know, but get the fuck out of here.
Nice.
Kick it. Kick rocks. Here, tell him.
No.
No, we want all the viewers we can get. Subscribe.
Who are the viewers?
I don't know.
Oh, you can't see.
Oh,
them
they're
because
two
you
new
can't-
ones? Not Bradley or what was
Brad?
Bradley.
Bradley?
No, I don't think so.
Garrett's friend Brad.
Here's
Speak
from-
up. Who are you?
Let us
Yeah,
know
who
who
are
you
you?
are.
Do we
Tell us
have
who
anything
you
to
are.
say about you?
Tell us where you live. They're not going to say anything.
It's okay.
It's
All
okay.
right.
We
We'll
just
find out.
appreciate you.
Who knows? They probably don't even have the ability.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you watching.
Yeah. Pumped that you're here.
So I asked you a question earlier, like, did you want to? It was, when is it okay to follow the rules?
Oh. Yeah, we could do that real quick. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So, say the question again, but louder in the.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you guys thought of, like, when is it okay to break the rules? Never. Only when it's for a good thing. Sometimes, if you're smart, if you're lucky.
I think it's situational. Depends on the situation and the cost
breaking the
ratio.
rule.
Yeah, the cost face against breaking the rule.
Well, rules are made to be broken.
Yeah.
Do we even have rules?
Yeah. As real as the person enforcing them.
Exactly.
Exactly, exactly. You know, it just brings me to the
You can just do shit because you want to, even though there are
Yeah.
rules against it, but then it works out in your favor, and and it was that, you
give you another one, the January 6th rioters.
yeah.
1,600 people were convicted of crimes, and in one moment, Donald
Rules are set in place to keep us tamed.
I agree.
At the end of the day, we're all animals. I think we all are capable of doing something crazy,
Yeah, I mean,
but we have these set of rules to keep us
Do you
in
think
bounds.
do you think if the average person had the opportunity, they would break a law or
Yes.
just
Yes.
become out of control?
Yes.
I don't think the average person.
maybe
I
not
do.
like murder, but
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't say something like far-fetched like
they
murder,
would.
but
I would say theft, definitely.
yeah, I would
But
agree.
you could take
The
anything from
average
the store,
person,
go for
yeah.
it. Mr. Beast
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
I would not.
I bought
That's
out
what I'm
this
saying.
entire
Like, it
store and
keeps
gave
us
it to this
human.
one man.
Laws keep us human.
You know what? I would try to think that I would not, but if I was hungry and I couldn't eat,
What restaurant you hitting up?
I don't know. I don't know if you see all these people that are homeless and their backs are against the wall and they got nothing and everything's bleak on them. We were watching the show The Pit, and you see people on there that are
Got nothing.
got nothing. And
Yeah.
what do you do? Do you break the law in order to survive?
But I
Yeah.
feel like that's their own fault when they have nothing because they could go out and work just like we do every day.
That's true. I agree. It's very
Mhm.
easy to get out of that
Yeah.
that predicament.
Absolutely.
I saw a documentary where they were interviewing people on Skid Row,
Mhm.
and they were asking how easy it is to get out of Skid Row,
Very.
and they said it was very easy.
Absolutely.
But most people stay there because there is no
there
like
is no. Yeah.
there's no perception of law, time. They can do all the
They
drugs
can do
they
whatever
want.
they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I'm not one that feels sorry for people that are.
but that's like a giant misconception is that people think that it's hard to get out
It's
of.
not.
It's not.
Yeah, I agree with
You can work just like we do.
I've seen it firsthand. But then again, we 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 talk about a guy named Jimmy. We name him Jimmy, but I had a guy that was walking on a walker, and he had people that were looking after him,
Mhm.
but he was so unstable mentally and physically. unstable that people looked after him. And I put him on a bus, and we have no clue where
What
he
happened
went
to
to.
Jimmy?
What happened to Jimmy?
Where did
Now
you
we
put him on a
wonder.
bus to?
He gave him $5 and told him to go get on a bus because he kept coming into the building and he didn't want him to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So later on, Jimmy's friend came looking for him, and he said that Jimmy's unstable, and your dad said he went on the bus.
Oh
But
god.
we named him Jimmy
we
because
we didn't know
he
what
had
his
to have a
real
name,
name was,
so
but
we named him Jimmy.
I gave him money to
Get on
freaking
the
go.
So Jimmy is out there somewhere.
Jimmy's out
Jimmy's
there
out
somewhere.
there
We
Guys,
don't
if
know
you
somewhere.
where
guys can help
Jimmy
us
is.
find Jimmy, that'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
really
Again,
cool.
you
We
know
don't
what?
want to find
Someone else is
Jimmy,
problem
really.
now.
Yeah, somebody else's fucking problem.
Each state has like facilities that like people like Jimmy can go to, but they choose not to.
Exactly. I used to be when I worked as a deputy, I was on the homeless outreach team, and they had people, like social workers, people from the VA, people from all kinds of people that would ride with me on this bus, and I was their security, and they would go to homeless camps and try to get them services, and a lot of the people
They don't want
didn't want it. Like a homeless vet, they could put them up somewhere, and get them going, and a lot of the homeless vets didn't want it.
There was a time when I was a kid, I was at Subway and I offered this homeless man my tuna sandwich and he didn't want it.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
because
he
it was
didn't like tuna.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
he
gonna
didn't
say
like
it's the
tuna.
Fuck
Okay.
that.
I went into Dunkin' Donuts this morning on the way to work, and there was this lady, like homeless lady, sitting in the corner,
Yeah.
and she asked me, "Are you driving east?" I'm like, "Nope." She goes, "Are you driving south?" "Nope."
Nope.
"You going north?" "Nope."
Nope.
"You going west?" "Nope."
Nope.
Have a great day, and I left. But I was like,
These people that you really feel
Yeah.
sorry for and are really down and desolate. And
I was in Boynton and I was picking up the couch that we have in our living room right now. And this dude came up to me and he's like, "Yeah, I used to be like a 5-star football player, blah blah blah, but he was homeless. He just got out of jail." I felt really bad for him. Like he seemed like a straight up dude. Like
Yeah.
I didn't get the vibe that he was trying to like scam me. So I took him into Walgreens or CVS and I spent $150 on him. Got him a
you bought him a
phone,
phone, you bought him all kinds of
got
stuff.
him everything. So I just felt bad for him and he just
Yeah.
needed like a
somebody to do
push.
something for
Yeah,
him.
it's a push.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
a,
then,
to spark that
but then he tried to take advantage of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yes, he did. That night.
I had his phone number, but I don't know it.
No, that night he was asking for more money to get in a hotel.
Oh.
And you know what I did? Delete.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got
And then I blocked his number because why?
some of these
Well,
people
yeah.
will take it to the limit, and for every good person out there, there's probably 20 or 30 that are shitheads
Yeah.
that don't, and you got to draw the line, what you're going to do for them and what you're not going to do for them,
Right.
Well, that's true.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, if I would have saw it, I would have been like, yeah, no, sorry.
I got to tell you, this is a funny story. I was at a gas station one day, and this guy comes walking up to me and he says,
Want a BJ?
yeah, no, that's gay.
Yeah.
He says, can you spare a few dollars? My wife's in labor. I'm trying to get to the hospital. She she's in labor at the hospital, and I ran out of gas. I just need a few bucks to get gas for my car. So I gave him a 5 so he could get it, and I thought nothing of it. Fucking years later, I swear to God, years later, I mean, it had to be a bunch of years later, the same guy at the same gas station came up to me. My wife's pregnant. She's in labor at the hospital. Can you spare a few bucks? Same story that he gave me the first time.
You give
I
him money?
said, get the fuck out of here. I ain't
Fuck
giving
you.
you shit.
Fuck you, get the fuck away from me. Beat the shit out of him. Give him
No,
my
no.
5 back.
But that was funny. That I couldn't believe it was happening to me again. And with my
That is
memory,
actually kind of funny. What a coincidence. That is kind of funny.
No, it was the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
He's
it
stupid,
was
that guy.
so funny. So now, whenever people come up to me at the gas station, get the fuck away from me.
Get away from
He
me.
ruined it for everybody else.
Well, we are at an hour and 4 minutes, so let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
All
And
right.
Mom, this will be your first time doing this. But we do it.
Initiation.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
initiation. We do this every week. Every 2 episodes every week. We do this segment that is called Words of Wisdom. So Garrett, go ahead and give us your words of wisdom for the week.
Word of wisdom. Oh, shoot. Um, drive safe
Mm,
and be patient
mm,
and don't speed
mm,
unless everyone else is speeding,
mhm.
and then don't speed as much as them. That's basically it. Just stay under the radar on the road. That's what I do.
Mother?
I say be kind because you never know what somebody's going through.
Mhm.
Very good.
I say, live life and prosper. Fucking enjoy your lives. Terry sent out a post on Facebook. Um, enjoy your life, have a good life, and don't
You choose how to you choose your life.
you choose your life. You have a good time and enjoy, and don't fret on the.
It's like over there, and then just donate. It's for a good cause.
Want to be wise, follow in the bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow.
You wanna
Want to be
follow the
wise?
bricks.
Follow the bricks
Podcast though.
podcast.
In the Bricks podcast.
In the bricks. Yeah.
So next week we'll be on episode
Saturday.
12 on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be joined by our normals
And Terry won't be here because she's going to her book club.
No girls allowed.
yeah, no girls allowed. This is a
Big
boys
dong
only club.
schlong.
Yeah.
Big schlong dong
Big dong
king.
schlong king.
And
Daddy
we
king.
can't wait. We want to hear what the next book is.
Nero. Yeah.
We'll hear next time when the next girl is allowed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Woman Haters Club. Yeah, we're the Woman Haters Club.
Don't listen to him.
Everybody's coming up to
We
us.
want all the women to come and
No, everyone's coming up to us saying, "Oh, we need a female perspective." Nah.
come in the bricks.
You say nah.
Yeah, we outvote
No, we're
you.
men only.
I don't.
No.
We cater to
neither.
men
No. Don't listen to him.
And manly women.
Are you done?
and manly women,
Are we done?
Are you
like
done?
trannies.
You need to
Yeah,
cut
We'll do
trannies.
Yeah, we'll do
Trannies.
that.
Chicks with
I didn't
dicks.
say that.
Chicks with dicks,
I didn't
baby.
say
Chicks with dicks and balls, big ones.
And if you're a chick with dick, we can hook you up with Garrett.
I don't discriminate.
Oh.
All right, guys. You guys have anything else to say? You guys want to say
Nope.
bye?
No,
Bye.
we already did.
You don't want to say bye?
Bye. Thanks for watching.